Let me just figure out which phone I want to use. The JBL clip speaker.
Wax Hustler 80 says Lowell. Laid off janitor says, does China Max have a sponsorship program?
I don't know. I don't know. Probably. I'd be good. All right. One more thing to fix this the big scanner, so we can hear it.
Gamerage at Zone says, I'm his mom. I let him touch grass tonight. Thought the basement needed cleaned.
That's right.
J.K. Lowell.
All right, big scanner.
Barney Rebel 8704 says, OMG, it's my hero. Hey, Pam. Sorth Pang 8046 says, hey, John, I did for 2 months. I resub.
Thank you so much.
Wax Hustler 80 says, what's China Max? Is that where you eat kitty cat?
I don't think it's cat. Don't. Ooh, that truck's having some issues getting around that. Ooh, that's not gonna be good. Hope you make it there, truck. That truck tried to make that curve right there. It made it. It made it. It made it. It made it. Okay, good.
Texas Treat says, howdy, everyone.
Howdy to you.
Sorth Pang 8046 says, are we in Pam car tonight?
Nope, we're in mine.
Strikes Up Blue says, China Max is a chain. Laid Off Janitor says, howdy.
Howdy, howdy. Laid
Out
off
of Side
janitor.
42 says, it's the best restaurant. It used to be in the mall.
I enjoy it.
Barney Rebel 8704 says, John does wide turns, truck driver does tight turns. Sorth Pang 8046 says, hey, John, how are you?
Hello to you. Sorry, I started a little bit late, guys. Had an issue right at the last moment.
Wax Hustler 80 says, I don't live in Texas, so I never heard of Kitty Cat and Max Law. Gamer Zone says, all kitty cats can be Max Wikiki Lowell. Laid Off Janitor says, Stream Elements is about to need an inhaler. Hold on.
Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh.
Nanny Goat Joe says, howdy, everyone.
Uh-oh. Stream Elements is gonna need an inhaler.
Stream Elements says, Tabrisky26 just subscribed.
Thank you.
Stream Elements says, Mokaladi 745 just subscribed. Stream Elements says, Blake Dog 1 just subscribed.
Blake Dog 1.
Stream Elements says, Love and Margaritas just subscribed.
Can't go wrong with Love and Margaritas.
Stream Elements says, Emrakul 2 just subscribed.
That's a lot of subs.
Stream Elements says, Jeremy 24617 just subscribed. Stream Elements says, Throw them out just subscribed.
Throw them out? How are you gonna throw them out?
Stream Elements says, Dusty Pier 0 just subscribed. Stream Elements says, Reese Black just subscribed.
Reese Black. Thank you
Stream
so
Elements
much.
says, Lynn Maxwell just
With
subscribed.
50 gifted subs, thank you so much, Laid Off
Stream
Janitor.
Elements says, Team 12 just subscribed. Stream Elements says, Adam Tan 77 just subscribed.
Laid Off with the 50 gifted, everybody.
Stream Elements says,
W's in the chat.
Dan 9293 just subscribed. Stream Elements says, Mad Dog Dude just subscribed. Stream Elements says, Cracker Kamikaze 3 just subscribed. Stream Elements says, Smokey 90 just subscribed. Stream Elements says, Silver Bullet Flood just subscribed. Stream Elements says, The Dead Skeleton Show just
The
subscribed.
Dead Skeleton Show, man. We haven't heard from him in a while.
Stream Element says Litow76 just subscribed. Stream Element says Kinks by Nature just subscribed. Stream Element says Kadir89 just subscribed. Stream Element says Green Machine 51 just subscribed.
Oh, we're gonna go under the bridge.
Stream Element says Headingley Hicks just subscribed. Stream Element says Punalux just subscribed. Stream Element says Leon Alberto just subscribed.
Leon Alberto.
Stream Element says Boymon 3022 just subscribed. Stream Element says Peter Nallhart just subscribed. Stream Element says Madcore 2427 just subscribed. Stream Element says Wheeler Salem just subscribed.
50 gifted
Stream
subs.
Element
Thank
says Exo Skylar 11 just subscribed. Stream Element says Hawkfan for Life 88 just subscribed. Stream Element says Gandolos just subscribed. Stream Element says Super XD Zorzor just subscribed. Stream Element says Mrs. LNE23 just subscribed. Stream Element says Chris AOW just subscribed. Stream Element says Zeus20 just subscribed. Stream Element says Justo Great just subscribed.
That's a lot of subscriptions. Thank you
Stream
so
Element
much.
says Mooney08 just subscribed. Stream Element says KMac23 just subscribed. Stream Element says LTJ Fish just subscribed. Stream Element says Yannick74 just subscribed. Stream Element says Dodge Viper Acer 2016 just subscribed.
Eric is
Stream
synthetic.
Element says Myatrafan just subscribed.
There he goes. He changed
Stream
his
Element
inflection
says
that time.
The Cream Fig 4 just subscribed. Stream Element says Ronnie Pro 2424 just subscribed. Stream Element says Austin the Weirdo just subscribed. Stream Element says Spice the Grill just subscribed. Stream Element says Murky23 just subscribed. Stream Element says Dreadinner Girl 3 just subscribed. Stream Element says GMC Von 24 just subscribed. TicketCat 1961 says joking about cats in Chinese restaurants is racist, just saying. Lenny Dement says that you laid off with 50 subs. Ryan
Laid off January with 50
2793
gifted
says,
subs.
hey
Thank you
John.
so much.
Barney Rubble 8704 says soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Happy kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr, purr. Mad Dog Dean says, thank you for the subscription.
Thank you. Laid off
Audix,
January with 50
42
gifted
says
subs. That's
real.
absolutely amazing. Great way to start off the
Zone
night.
says, Kung Fu Panda, it's called Lola. Ryan 152793 says, hey everyone.
Hey,
Gunny Sage just resubscribed.
thank you so much for resubscribing.
Stream Element says, Gunna Sage just subscribed for 3 months in a row.
3 months in a row. Thank you.
Laid Off Janitor says, Eric is synthetic.
I heard that. That is a text
Laid Off
doc-
Janitor says, if the voice is bad, blame. AWS, not John Chat.
That's right.
Sherry Sherrick says, hi John, Pam Laid Off Janitor and Trunkies.
Hello to you.
Ficus Steel 22 says, FYI, rain tomorrow.
Rain tomorrow. Okay.
Gunna Sage says, hi John, Pam, and Trunkies.
Hi. So Pam car tomorrow, definitely. Oh, I just made it worse. Guys, we got 171 miles of gas for tonight. If you're new here, my name is John Gray. This is BC Scanner. We're in Brazoria County, Texas. We're going to listen to the scanner. We're going to record police interactions tonight. Hit the subscribe or follow button, depending on which platform you're watching from.
Laid Off Janitor says, do you think reconnecting to the channel may help or another issue?
Let me...
Wax Hustler 80
Reconnect.
says, Nanny Goat, see, welcome into the stream where we have water. You're taking a liking to us, lol. All jokes aside, I hope you're doing better.
Let me hang up on it and call it again, or see if that makes it any better. Oh boy, let me see here. Let me pull over. We're gonna get a drink here anyway.
Gallons, mileage is 25367, 25367. 1910, clear for fuel and mileage unit 8.
1910, go ahead.
2.9 gallons, mileage is 25367, 25367. 18, I'll be in route to 340 during a courtesy transport. Run as many can.
Come on.
I'll be en route to Freeport during a courtesy transport. One Hispanic male.
Okay.
Finally, it gives me the... All right, let me test this.
Gator John.
Sounds staticky. Turn off Wi-Fi, maybe?
Christina 0479 says, good evening, everyone.
Good evening to you. Let's get a drink, guys. It's Thursday night. Thursday is sometimes Friday.
Odyssey 42 says, John, get me a Red Bull from inside.
Got you. Got you. Check your inbox. My mom gave me more cord than this.
Cherie Cherrick says, get me AZTTLZ. Bubba the big truck guy says, hey cashier, John's gonna mess the bathroom up. Ryan 152,793 says, John, if you become Bucky's customer, you'll get gas for free for a whole year.
No way. Nope. Never giving them any of my money. I'm going on like 3 months, no Bucky's, so. 3 months, no Bucky's.
Gamerage _ zone says, John needs help finding the lube and Diddy oil along expert protection. Bridal Preppers 1 says, John, I really need hand sanitizer, don't ask questions. Wax Hustler 80 says, John, get the Diddy oil and condoms for tonight. It's going to be a fun time.
These guys. Can't take you guys anywhere. Absolutely, I can't take you anywhere.
Yeah, sure, one more time. Sorry. Thank you.
Bio Preppers 1 says, LOL. Bubba the big truck guy says, hey cashier, John has these weird vibrating toys, zip ties and baby oil in the trunk. It's kinda weird, no Diddy law. Stream Elements says, L Davis 95 just subscribed for 11 months in a row.
11 months in a row, that's amazing. Thank you so much.
Zone says, alligator matting time. Wax Hustler 80 says,
Just
get
a drink.
Brooklyn Papers too. We gonna smoke a fatty law.
Just the
Ryan
drink.
152,793 says Cashier John has candy and condoms in his pocket.
Oh, goodness.
None of that's true, ma'am. None of that's true.
Okay.
Nanny Goat _ Joe
What are you
says
doing?
I'm John. I've
streaming.
got tippy tippy tap
What are you
shoes
streaming
on.
for?
I'm John Gray, Brazoria County Scanner.
Bubba
Oh
the
my
big
God,
truck guy
my
says
cousin-
John,
my
don't
cousin
forget
knows
your
you.
extra
Oh,
small
okay.
Magnum condoms.
Yeah, she, you helped my
Ryan
cousin.
152,793 says it true.
We got approved, everyone. We got approved.
The brand OJ
Thank
says
you.
can
Have a
chat
good
be
day.
good for once. Gamerage _ Zone says just the tip, no diddy.
Yeah.
Ryan Preppers 1 says it's John's fault. He knows he can't take us anywhere.
I know. I love you
Bubba
guys.
the big truck guy says, hey John, did they have your rash cream?
They did not.
Davey Peppers one says, John's fault, he knows he can't take us anywhere. Bubba the big truck guy says, hey John, did they have your rash cream?
Strikes of Blue says bad parking.
Hey 101 says, John,
Says
stop
nice
flirting.
parking. The brand OJ says
Strikes of
LMAO,
Blue
y'all
says,
crack.
bad parking. Anteam says, nice parking.
Thanks. It's good parking. It's good.
Elmo, y'all crack me up. Ryan 152,793 says, John forgot to look.
I did forget to look.
Corkle 4 Catan says, can you grab some herpes medicine, please? I have a flare up on my ass again.
Oh no. Yeah, like check your inbox. I got it. You can use some of mine. It's in the cabinet. There might be some in the trunk back there.
Bayou Preppers 1 says, hope you got the biggest bottle of hand sanitizer.
It's a small bottle, but I think we'll be able to pass it around. So I had a catastrophe.
Laid off janitor says, we only have sandpaper back here.
I had a catastrophe this morning.
The Brander J says, no wonder John is at the Circle K cake.
Yeah, they kicked me out of Buc-ee's. They don't want me there no more. They kindly asked me to never come back.
Gamerage Zone says, what's it in your car for John? Who did you have with you last time? Ryan 152,793 says, John, you better check the trunk before Clute gets you for your warrant.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we got 7 more days. 6 more days until first court date at Clute Municipal Court.
Wax Hustler 80 says, what happened this morning, Lily?
Oh, I broke the damn clip off the scanner, so had to order another one. Be here in a couple days. So now it doesn't, usually I have it clipped to my pants, but we're no clip tonight. I'm so mad. It was before coffee and my first smoke. I was listening to see if C-Note shift was working. They were not working, no.
Ryan 152,793 says, what time, John, that? Well, we can't have nice thing, John.
That is why. I was thinking
Later
that.
janitor says, are we zipped up?
We're zipped up. We're zipped
AU
up.
Preppers 1 says, can we drop off my tackle box really quick?
Yeah, real quick.
Jethro Miller says, are you going to take us to court with you?
I can't, unfortunately. I can't. The men in funny robes don't like cameras or transparency or anything like that, so I gotta do a U-turn. I gotta go all the way down here to do a U-turn.
Strikes Out Blue says, traffic stop.
Yeah, I gotta go do a U-turn way up here. Going through this grass would be frowned upon.
Gamer Rigids Stone says, you sound old now. You got to put it in the shirt pocket.
Yeah, that's exactly
Texas
where it's
Mantle
going.
Jen says, howdy, John.
Howdy.
Stream Element says, slots are rigged.
They're hardly rigged. Just a little bit. Not a bunch, just a little bit.
Sherry Cherrick says, yep. Wax Hustler 80 says, is Pammy online?
I don't know.
Strikes of Blue says, it might be over before you get there.
I think you're right. We gotta find parking anyway. Let's see, where can we?
DJ Skinny Steve says, hey.
DJ Skinny Steve, welcome in, man. Welcome
Sherry
in.
Cherrick says, 288B sucks right there.
Yeah. All right.
Laid off janitor says, sub count is now overflowing off of the screen.
Let's
Not
go.
a bad problem to have.
That's good. That is a good problem. So we made 1,000. That means thank you guys. All right, let's see what this guy's doing over here. You guys think I'm gonna make it? I don't think I'm gonna make it. Oh, he's already out. He's already out. He's walking towards the car. I can't tell which agency it is. Just says police, doesn't say sheriff. My guess is Richwood, if I had to guess. It's Richwood, it's Richwood. Oh man, it's a citation. One of these days, this guy's gonna give a warning. I know it. I know it. Man, we're still at 100% ticket rate. One of these days, I'm gonna see you give a warning.
Actually, it's 50%.
50?
Yeah.
Every stop I'm on is 100%. All right, man, we'll see you. Huh? I couldn't hear you, man.
You can't just assume I give them a ticket.
Oh, man, well, you signed, they're getting a ticket.
You know what assume stands for, right?
What does assume stand for? You tell me.
You make a butt out of you and me.
Oh, that's right, that's right. Hey, how about from now on just say warning or citation? That way I'll know. Warning, that right there? There you go. Now we're at 50%. Do what? No, you're my first stop.
Not yet.
You're my first stop.
Okay, man, you have to go.
Yep. I'll see you a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
All right, gonna be a fun night. I can already tell. We got a spicy one there. We got a spicy one there. That was not a warning because you don't sign for warnings, just so you know. You don't have to sign if you're getting a warning.
Ryan 152,793 says let race him.
Let's race him? No. I'm a law-abiding
Strikes
citizen.
of Blue says is that the first time he talked to you like that.
Yeah. It's the first time he's ever talked to me. He usually says nothing.
Renadement says 1,010 subtotal.
Thank you.
Nanny Goat _ Joe says tipping tap pretty tap shoes.
Those are my boots. Those are my boots.
Gamerage _ Zone says was about to say was not a warning.
No, it's not a warning if you're signing.
152,000 says he will give you a ride.
All right.
Stripes of Blue says you must be having a good night.
All right, let's go. Let's get to work. Can you guys hear me? Yes, you can hear me. Let's see.
Gamerage Zone says making fun of him, no one making fun of you.
Attention, Freeport EMS. Attention, Freeport EMS. You're needed en route for a 21-year-old
Cappy
female
says,
having pain on
buckle
the
up,
lower
Buttercup.
left side of her stomach. Maybe a
Harry
1618
Sheriff
North
says
Avenue J.
maybe
That's
he gave a warning for
1618
one
North
thing,
Avenue J.
send a citation for
First
something
call,
else.
Does- I mean-
2148. Attention, Freeport EMS. Attention, Freeport EMS. You're needed en route for a 21-year-old female having pain on the lower left side of her stomach. Maybe a 1618 North Avenue J. That's 1618 North Avenue J. It's going to be a first call, first tone at 2148.
All right, let's get back to work.
Stream Element says Blazer Kimberly just cheered 50 bits.
Blazer Kimberly with the 50 bits. Thank you so much. It's kind of cold tonight. I'm sure it's not actually cold. 56 degrees. Is 56 degrees cold or not? What do you guys think? I think it's cold. To me, 56 degrees.
AU
is cold.
Preppers 1 says, remember cops are not your therapist.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Sora the Pang 8046 says, John Gray is your gator name, Jonathan. Blazer Kimberly says, yes, cold.
I think it's cold.
L Davis 95 says, 56 is near perfect.
perfect. No.
El Cappy says, depends if the sun is out or not.
I think 72 is the perfect temperature.
Cherry Sherrick says, to us in southeast Texas, it's cold.
Right?
Corkle 4K10 says, I'm sitting at 12 degrees right now.
12? No,
Texas Street says, anything below 60 is cold.
I agree.
Wax Hustler 80 says, nah, it's warm. Lowell 32 here. Sorthpang 8046 says, yes. John, need a new car soon.
Need a new car soon? Yeah. This is falling
Jethro
apart.
Miller says it's 22 here, so 52 degree would feel like summer to me right now. Breaks of Blue says it's 27 here right now.
27?
Bayou Preppers 1 says, yes, I need a heat rock. Gamer Ridge Zone says 26 for me right now. Cherry Sherrick says anything below 70 is cold.
I agree.
Laid Off Janitor says, Stream Element says, welcome to weather on the 8th.
That's right, weather on the 8th. Guys, I'm telling you, I've never seen that. He may give warnings sometimes, but he never does when I'm there. Maybe I should stop filming him. Nah, we'll keep filming him. We'll keep filming him.
Bayou Preppers 1 says, you know it's really messed up. We go all summer long to get the temperature down below 63. And as soon as it gets to 63, we want to raise that temperature back up to 72 or so messed up.
That's right. I don't ever complain about the heat.
Nanny Goat Joe says, sorry guys, it's 101 here. Air conditioning is pumping.
No, I don't complain.
Miss Girl 82 says, starting Monday morning, I'll be working in a plant that stays 40 degrees year-round, 10 hours a day.
Oh boy.
Cherry Cherrick says, or just film him when you are in Pam's vehicle.
What is this about? What is this about? Sector JG looks like it's under construction here or something. We don't like change here on Sector JG.
Gamer Ridge Zone says, keep the heat.
What are they, sweeping? What are they doing? All right, this guy's running behind. This guy's got the raw end of the deal. He has to run behind the truck. Okay. He caught up. All right, they're sweeping.
Strikes of Blue says, they panting new lines.
Oh. Well, they're pretty smelly, I can tell you that much. Maybe they're coming to pick up this trash.
Strikes of Blue says, that's a paint truck. Wax Hustler 80 says, nah, they mopping Lowell.
Well, they're pretty smelly.
Lazar Kimberly says, it's been there a couple days now.
There's a supervisor way down here with the truck. Like, y'all ain't here yet.
Jethro Miller says, Rick Hilliard 2545 says 3 degree in Minnesota, much warmer in my fridge.
Yeah. You don't need a fridge, just put your stuff outside at that point. That's gonna happen twice, guys. Oh, guys, sorry, that was so loud. You're right by the mic. You're in my shirt pocket.
EMS second out for 81-year-old female at South.
It's gonna happen twice, too.
At 206 Oak Drive South.
McLean on
room 38.
27888 Texas Mary. Tom Mary Paul Black, still rolling. Let's turn southbound on McLean.
Clinic 36.
Mycroft 1956 says, punch it, John, punch it.
I am giving all she's got, Captain.
909.
Stream Element says, thank you for following Interim 2005.
Thank you for the follow.
Storm, A-Fit with an RVR.
Brian Woodkin 2793 says that Elijah.
Pre-intubated. Blood pressure 81 over 63.
Yeah, that's.
Heart rate 175.
It can go faster.
Then at 30 breaths per
Fargan
minute.
Bastard says, hey, John and Trunky.
78%.
It can go faster, but I don't want another one case at a time.
Wax Hustler 80 says, aye, Kathy.
Levofed and epinephrine. Chest tube in place. Royal Herman Southwest ED Trauma 4.
Triple P is back in.
Galveston CCU.
Maybe vacant. 49 traffic. Okay.
That's clear.
Brian One Theme 2793 says they can't catch you.
Yeah.
Is back in.
They'll catch me because I'll just pull over.
Maybe vacant.
That's clear. That's clear.
17. Anyway, Charles 6717. PTV.
So use never said just subscribed.
Thank you for the subscription.
Stream Element says, Eric Ramsey just subscribed.
Eric Ramsey with the subscription. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Welcome in.
908 shows how much it's got me another plate.
Brian Wolfing 2793 says, John, that not fun logo.
Henry 6, Henry Rockville, Texas. Okay. 608 traffic. 2100. North Rossburg Boulevard, White. William.
Why is that not repeating my traffic?
Nancy.
Cambridge Zone says, if you have a warrant, just go to space. You will never go to jail.
2100. North Rossburg Boulevard, White. 200, that's empty stuff. William. Nancy. 162 William. Nancy 6162. Correction 2100. That's empty stuff.
My doctor's apartment. Logan Mary, apartment 24.
Eric Ramsey
What state
says,
is
what
this?
state is this in?
We're in Brazoria County, Texas. We're about 50 miles south of Houston, right on the Gulf Coast.
My doctor's apartment. Logan Mary, apartment 24.
AU Preppers 1 says, Big Brazoria County Hills.
Thank you, Bayou. We're about 50 miles south of Houston.
105
Angie 416 says, hey, John and Chunkies.
Hello to you.
AU Preppers 1 says, we're in the country of Texas.
Henry X-ray 3145, Key Henry X-ray 3145, license plate pickup.
Change the location of 4400 FM 2004. Nays a Roadster.
Sorth Pang 8046 says, John, did you forget the wallet again?
I don't want to answer a lot of questions about the wallet. I will investigate
Gamer
myself.
Jack Zone says, where are actually British Columbia, Canada to be real with you, Chad?
No, we're not.
LOLJK.
No. I just don't want to make people spell Brazoria County. They'll not be able to spell it. They'll never be able to find me again.
Put them at the intersection.
I need to spend a second.
First cross 41 station, see, and normal traffic.
Thought I heard them say HEB here.
already en route.
Yeah, they are at HEB. I was right, HEB. I just didn't know if they said old HEB or not. We'll probably get here right when this stop is over, guys.
First cross 41 station, see,
Radar
and normal
Janitor
traffic.
says, this is Texas. Anyone know how to do a Twitch chargeback?
Oh, no.
Sorth Pang 8046 says, John, where's the party bus?
No, they're not allowed to do charge. It's broken.
1704 6660.
Mark Team at Shark says, ladies and gentlemen, cats, dogs, goldfish, and frogs, the Wanderer returns.
Clear. 06, that comes back to 2018 GMC Sierra, black in color.
It's gonna be bad parking.
December 5. Owner's gonna be a Dietrich Aldridge out of West Columbia. Insurance is 0
Wax Hustler 80 says, Mark the Mad Shark came.
Mark the Mad Shark is here.
Clear.
Welcome in.
06, that comes back to 2018 GMC Sierra, black in color.
We're in the HEB parking lot, guys. What do you guys think? Warning or ticket? What are you guys feeling? What are you guys feeling? How you doing?
60 clear for Texas ID.
Anything good? Good.
871 825 1687 1825.
Clear.
I'm telling if it's Reese, we'll see. How you doing, man? Good. Are you thinking warning? Oh, man. It's totally a ticket night, guys. Back up so we don't get his personal information.
Second warning. Clear.
Thinking big tickets? I think he has to wait for his mom, I think.
Medic 3 green patient.
Victory, coffee.
Medic 4 green patient.
Someone's over there yelling, lock him up. Who is it? Who is it? Let's see if we can find him.
4 clear.
See if we can find the lock him up guy. I see a bike. I don't see the lock him up guy. Anybody see him? I don't see him.
6-4 clear.
He got shy all of a sudden. I think they want to lock me up. Let's see if we can find him. Is he in the blue car? Nope. They're hiding in the bushes. Oh, they ran back inside. They ran back inside Wendy's.
705, it's down, secure. There.
Is that the lock him up guy? Nope.
460 secondary location will be CHI.
Clear.
Hope your night gets better, man. Huh? Did you hear him over here?
I thought one of your fan club.
They said they were rooting for you to lock him up.
I couldn't hear what they were saying.
They were saying, lock him up.
Say, man.
You too. We got anything holding?
No.
All right, all right. Where's the lock him up guy? Let's see him. Interesting. Okay, that's bad parking. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'd give myself a 3, but I didn't want to get too close to the fire lane, so I just abandoned it right here. Where's our voices? Oh, I see him.
Hey, Jack says, howdy good, sir.
How do you do?
I'm definitely have to only give you a bronze star on that part.
Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. Oh, also, these arrows are both pointing this way.
Wax Hustler 80 says, you left us in the car.
Oh, man.
Casper says, good evening, everyone.
How are you? I am wonderful.
Whipped Up Wishes says, getting another storm in Illinois.
Oh, man.
David 041873 says, dang, not even close to a parking spot? 3.
No, it's... What did I say, 4? I said 4.
Laid Off Janitor says, how is the financing coming along for the Ferrari? Stream Element says, Casper just cheered 100 bids.
We're only about what? How much does a Ferrari cost?
Whipped Up Wishes says, snowstorm.
How much does a Ferrari cost? I'll let you know. 200,000 is my guess. Am I wrong? How much does a Ferrari cost? I'll let you know how far away we are.
Laid Off Janitor says, I tried to drag the sub count overlay in OBS. It didn't seem to want to be dragged.
It didn't?
I'm assuming maybe you can't do it while live.
No, you can change it. It might be locked.
Casper says, too damn much.
Yeah, I'm too damn much shy of it. It might be locked. That's what I was saying the other day. It wouldn't move. I would not.
Laid Off Janitor says, I will check again.
Look for the little lock by it. Also highlight the sub count on the in the middle column.
Gamerage Zone
should
says,
highlight
wait,
it.
what, you're getting one. Hell yeah.
No, I'm not, guys. It's not even in the realm of possibility. Not in this lifetime. I'm a broke activist. There's no way in hell I could afford a Ferrari.
Hey Jack says, the Roma model Ferrari is over $1 million.
Oh no. We're about $1 million short then.
Whipped Up Wishes says, no lie.
Yeah,
Wind chill of -40 this weekend.
Dang. Yeah, we're about $1 million short, but we'll keep striving.
And it's 90340 is arriving at the hospital.
Check on our folks in downtown Lake Jackson. The kings of the copyright strike for me. Y'all be good over here. I don't want to get a copyright strike tonight. Just be good. Just be cool. Just be cool.
Fort Lee Jack.
Tony Deal Mida 3 says, "Hey John, hey Pam, how's
Hey.
everybody doing?"
Hey, Tony. How are you? Welcome in. All right, I see him over there. He's got my spot. He's got my spot over there. I think I know who sits
Fort Lee
there.
Jackson.
Stream Element says, "Tony Deal Mida 3 just cheered 1 bits."
Thank you so much for the 1 bit.
Hey Jack says, "Just go pick it up. I told them you have already put the check in the mail."
Yeah. I usually it's Santa that hides over here, but what do I know? Sometimes it is. Or does Santa even work on this shift? All right, we'll go down here and we'll hide from him while he's hiding from
Tony
us.
Deal Mida 3 says, "I'm doing good.
Very
I
good.
subbed for 3 months in a row."
Tony, thank you so much. 3 months in a
Stream
row.
Element says, "A Ross 2Core19 just cheered 24 bits."
24 bits. Thank you so much, Ross. I think it's the first time we've got our, we stopped it from saying cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1. Well, I didn't. The genius producer did.
Gamer Rage Zone says, "What is the next car you're going to get, John?"
Probably.
Tony Deal Mida 3 says, "Always film 50."
Probably a Pinto. I don't know. I'm gonna drive this thing till it falls apart.
Mark T. Mad Shark says, "John Infinite Souls is in the chat.
Infinite
He said
Souls.
to say hello to you."
Hello, Infinite Souls. Welcome in. What's he doing over there, guys?
Stream Element says, "Tony Deal Mida 3 just cheered 14 bits."
Thank you for the 14 bits.
Stream Element says, "Mark T. Mad Shark just cheered 1,000 bits."
1,000 bits. Thank you so much, Mark the Mad Shark. They're fine. They're just hanging out at the Chips family restaurant.
My location on my traffic stop will be...
Wax Hustler 80 says,
Road,
"Who let him out the
South Front
cage,
Street,
G-Glow?"
and now I cancel stop on County
Stream
Road
Element says,
199.
"Tony Deal Mida 3 just cheered 16 bits."
16 bits. Thank you so much, Tony. What do y'all think he's doing over there?
On the other side of the railroad track on South Front Street, and now I cancel stop on County Road 199.
Did he say finally came to a stop or came to a stop?
Pammy9588 says, "No begging for subs. That will get you a banny."
What do you guys think this guy's doing over here?
Medic 3 Lake Jackson.
Rolling
DJ
his...
Skinna Steve says, "Rolling a J."
Probably.
Gamer Jot Zone says, "That would be a bad car to drive for sure if the window breaks on a Pinto."
Yeah.
Medic 3 Lake Jackson. Medic 3. Sheila's transporting 1 patient, non-emergent, to Bradsport Hospital. Medic 3. Sheila's transporting 1 patient, non-emergent, to Bradsport Hospital.
Guys, I am listening to Scanner of something more exciting than hanging out on the parking lot here happens.
Good.
Maybe a 5426 Peach Garden Way. Third party information advises his girlfriend said someone was in the house. He's now not able to get a hold of her.
That's good.
Bayou Preppers 1 says, "I got a weird feeling."
What was that?
45 clear.
Maybe a 5426 Peach Garden Way. Third party information.
Good.
Maybe a 5426 Peach Garden Way.
Beach
Third party
Garden Way?
information advises girlfriend said someone was in the house. He's now not able to get a hold of her.
That's clear.
Just,
Wait, that's okay.
just remember
More
that.
clear.
Remember that address in case it escalates. What do you guys think she's doing?
Sorth Pang 846 says, John, what happened?
Oh, just that call was someone was on the phone. They said someone's in the house and they're not answering.
You can show the West Campus is now secure.
If it escalates, we'll go. I just wanted to
Clear.
make a
Wax
note
Hustler
of
80
that
says,
address.
who farted?
Wasn't me, definitely. Not me.
Sorth Pang 8046 says she on her break.
Mm-hmm.
712, you can show the West Campus is now secure.
Clear.
You guys want to hang out with this guy or bid him farewell?
Eric Ramsey says, do you have a day job?
Nope, that you're watching my job right now. I'm a full-time live streamer.
Sorth Pang 8046 says, yes, John is eating ice, I hear it.
I just took a drink.
Casper says, and a damn good one.
What do you guys think? Bid him farewell? My ADD is kicking in, so I'm sure your guys is too.
Wax Hustler 80 says, Eric Ramsey, are you hiring Ella? Sorth Pang 8046 says, John, I found ice machine in Walmart. Value Preppers 1 says, let him go.
All right.
CSO 1408 traffic.
Right.
I'll be out in 1100 block of Main on Nora John Mary 5998 White.
All right, we'll bid him
Zeter
farewell.
says, hey, John.
Hey, how are you? All right, let's get to work, guys. Let's get to work.
Zeter says, anything good today?
Traffic stop. And one cop tried to lie to me. Say he was giving warnings when he had them signed. That's all we've had tonight.
Cherry Cherrick says, that might be a decoy.
Mm-hmm.
Zatspor
Oh.
says, is Clute behaving?
I haven't heard a word from him, so They're not misbehaving, at least. All right, so this is why I'm saying sometimes Thursday is Friday's drunk little cousin. But it's usually also later. That's why I started the stream later, because we could potentially be out later. So there is a method to my madness of the starting times. Just so you know.
Out of West Columbia.
Sherry Tarek says it's Thirsty Thursday.
Hey, it's down here. Where my car's at?
That's coming back to 2018 Ford F-15 black in color, expiration February 26th. Owner is going to be a David Sandra out of West Columbia.
Filter, can you run one more?
Go ahead.
Texas Sam, Nora Robert, 9324. Sam, Nora Robert, 9324.
Hey, I'll be having this subject in the 2500 block of South Carolina, so white male, grayish. That is.
Bayou Preppers 1 says, why does it appear to be wet here?
I don't know. I don't see any water. Oh, you guys are crooked. I'll straighten you up. How about that? Oh, man. Yellow light.
Color expiration February 26th.
Ard Lopes 1 says, hey John, how's it going?
It's going good.
Ard Lopes 1 says, what do we have going on tonight?
Just driving around right
Bayou
now.
Preppers 1 says, LOL.
Hey, can you advise you? No,
Why does that sound like that? It's breaking up. too high. Now you're crooked. This is a bumpy ass road.
Hey Jack says, "Hey John,
Hey.
this road's bumpy."
It's very bumpy. George is back. Welcome back, George.
X_L_Mando_X says, "Hello John, hope your day went well."
It is wonderful.
Wax Hustler 80 says, "I have been gone from home all day and forgot I left my bedroom window open, and it's like an icebox in there.
Oh boy.
I guess I'm just gonna chill on the couch until the heat catches up.
There you go. Or
I'm
blankets.
so tired. I only slept 3 hours last night." Wax Hustler 80 says, "Yay, George."
George is back.
908 shows to the hospital back in service.
Texasman the Legend says, "All right, I'm back. What did I miss?"
Just a traffic stop only so far. Welcome back.
Ryan 152793 says, "I turned my heating off before I went to work. I had to turn it back on just now." Ajax says, what do you give a Christmas tree with bad breath? Ajax says, Orna.mince.
I see that. See what you did there.
Getting news.
We'll have to ask the Dad Joke Council for approval or disapproval.
Getting news.
460 clear.
Thirty 25, 59, 45, 46, Walker.
Wax Hustler 80 says, Orna.mince.
Okay.
BU Preppers once says, LOL, I had it right. Texas Mantha Legend says, the Dad Joke Council has convened and decided that one gets a pass due to its holiday nature.
But that's a good voice. Who is that? What's that one's name? That's not Eric, is it? That one is good. That was a wide left turn.
Bayou Preppers once says, I like it, Bobby. Mark the Mad Shark says, what do you give Santa when he's away his wife? Some Mark magic. Laid off janitor says, Christopher. Ajax says, what in the hillbilly? That might be my cousin. Bert Lopez one says, LOU. Wax Hustler 80 says, why did Santa get a parking ticket on Christmas Eve?
Don't know. I like him.
Ryan 152793 says, John, hopefully we don't have to call the fire department because your ass is on fire because of Pammy's car. Bayou Preppers one says, that's my crazy uncle. Wax Hustler 80 says, he left his sleigh in a snow parking zone.
Snow parking zone, I gotcha. I guess it's gonna pass because of the holiday exception.
Hey Jack says, well, hush my mouth and call me a Billy Goat. Gameerage_zone says, howdy folks, this is Alabama, and he love her sisters like a girlfriend, Jake LOL.
I like it.
Bayou Preppers one says, this is Brazoria County. We ride alligators on the weekends. Ajax says, this thing is going to be so fun. Like when me and Becky are at the night pond. Fuentes_991. Just resubscribe.
Thank you so much.
Stream Element says, Fuentes_991. Just subscribe for 10 months in a row.
10 months in a row.
Each Skinny Steve says, sounds like the folks up in Montgomery County.
It has a little bit of a Sweeney accent too.
Gamerage_zone says, kind of reminds me one of the voices of Microsoft. X_L_Mando_X says, have we had any action so far today?
Yes.
Miss Diggy says, good evening.
Good evening to you.
Wax Hustler 80 says, why'd Santa quit eating them cookies at my house? Texas Man the Legend says, have you ever been beaten by a wet spaghetti noodle by your girlfriend because she has a twin sister and you got confused and made out with her dad? Well, that's how it feels to drive a Ford F-150. Ford. Bruja 210 says, hello, all kick is muted.
Uh-oh.
Wax Hustler 80 says, because Mama baked him so hard they chipped his dang sleigh. Bayou Preppers 1 says, he got the high JKLOL. Gunasage says, capitulation propagated by undeniably bureaucratic socioeconomic processes undoubtedly precedes collegiate admittance. Gamerage_zone says, baby, you know you're home when the sweet tea's cold, the biscuits are hot, and the good lords kept that front porch light burning for you. Ms. Diggy says, this voice is epic.
I think so too. Keep it for a couple days.
Yeah.
I think the producer laid off janitor. It was his choice.
Laid off janitor says, now I ain't saying this is a bad idea. I'm just saying my cousin tried it once, and that's why we got a laminated list of things he ain't allowed to do no more. Wax Hustler 80 says, what did the hillbilly get for Christmas?
What did he get?
2552. That's good. Can you roll me another unit, please? I have a XD one ready.
Roll you another unit. Well, hopefully we're just coming into.
Wax Hustler 80 says, a chainsaw. So now the Christmas tree and the bathroom door are missing.
That's clear. 2559 7229. Yo, 2559 72.
All right, we're heading.
9.
If you're in Angleton and you see lights, let me know, guys.
Gamerage_zone says, y'all, I don't know what all them windows on your screen do, but if one of them don't open, just restart it, like I restart my cornbread when it falls flat. Texas Mantha Legion says, oh, I thought the hillbilly got his 2 front teeth.
Heater off. I'm gonna try to find this stop in Angleton. Just requested a second unit. This is the same cop that was doing the U-turns last night on this area, so maybe he's working the same area. We're just about in that area, so.
Wax Hustler 80 says, what do cowboys put on the top of their Christmas tree?
I don't know what. Stay over there, car. Don't do it. All right, good. It's probably him right here. Seems like, maybe not.
Wax Hustler 80 says, a Western Star, y'all. Shines brighter in a spitting campfire. Texas Mantha Legend says, I guess my Ford comment got me in trouble with AutoMod.
That's clear.
I guess it's Peach 13 from here on. Hey Jack says, if I didn't know no better, I would think a cowgirl.
946, 3413, 1946.
Gunasage says, are you taking time off for Christmas, John?
I don't know. I was thinking about that today. Probably not.
Laid off janitor says, AutoMod doesn't like the word hillbilly.
Ah.
3413, 1946, 3413, 1946. Anything I'll be conducting meeting.
I'll be conducting.
Ajax says, is AutoMod from up north? Laid off janitor says, everything was going great until this plan required math, foresight, or any amount of adult supervision.
But that voice is epic. How come we didn't find this the other day when we were looking for it? How did you find it so quick?
Bayou Preppers 1 says, LOL.
Radio secure. Yeah, this guy's getting arrested.
The female's going to be 9 on her side 263 class meeting that will not return. She is showing assaulted violence.
Possible violence. I gotta find this call, man.
Incorrect. DL is fired. Not eligible.
Gamerage_zone says, well, daggum sugar. Don't be acting like a possum in a moonshine jar. Set your keister down. Pour yourself a cup of that thar sweet tea. And let me tell you how us old coots done it, before the roosters even got up.
Dang.
Hey Jack says, can we call him Jethro? Pretty please, Lemeo. Texas Mantha Legend says, the stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. The prairie sky is wide and high, deep in the heart of Texas.
4.6 Junction, Methodist Hospital, Hotel 310.
Hopefully I can find this call.
Gamerage_zone says, back in my day, Hustler 80 says, Jingle Spur Joe was riding his candy cane horse when a grumpy goat tried to 1v1 him on Christmas Eve. Joe handed the goat a peppermint. Goat instantly switched teams. Now they're out jingling across the prairie like two festive idiots on a sugar high. Bama Roll Tide 66 says, howdy y'all.
Howdy.
Jack says, when you get down to the holler make, at turn right before the lightning tree, then go past the old Denny place to the left.
You've gone too far.
Show me off duty. Unknown next coverage. Hey.
I better slow it down a little.
Gameridge _zone says, well, shoot, partner. Saddle up your hoss, grab your chaw, and don't go tripping over them tumbleweeds, because this old holler ain't got no time for city slickers. Hey Jack says, I love this thing, John. Can we keep him? Tiki Cop 1961 says, sometimes you eat the bear, and well, sometimes the bear eats you. The dude abide.
Do you imagine if you were brand new? Like, I haven't said a word in a while. Imagine if you're brand new and you just stumbled across this. You'd be like, what the hell is this stream? What is this stream? We're going to guess this way.
Orange gas go off of Highway 35, just north of Dixie Farm. Be on Victor George Mary 2811. It's right.
You got 2939 small 3.
Clear.
Not a way.
Laid off. Janitor says the rug really ties the room together.
William 0 Victor.
Gunasage says we drive and talk like Sam Elliott. Wax Hustler 80 says I ain't lost. I'm just exploring aggressively.
Nice. How we clear the jail? Back in supplement.
What did that say? Incident ahead?
Hey Jack says this is the best thing since crushed ice.
That sign said incident ahead, which is weird. Now this one says road work ahead. That's more normal.
Gameridge _zone says rode all day, chasing deer through them pines, chest hitting my belt buckle. And I tell you, nothing smells sweeter than Granny's cornbread bacon while the fire crackles in the heart. Bama Roll Tide 66 says, we don't need no revenues back here. Look for the shine. Senor Dasher _Oter says, just stopping in to say goodnight to all. Back up at 5 a.m. Bayou Preppers one says,
good.
I had to get a bowl of Fruit
Dasher,
Loops.
good night. Thank you for stopping by.
Wax Hustler 80 says, well, butter my biscuits and call me Santa's sidekick.
Ugh. Come on, seriously.
Wax Hustler 80 says, don't get your spurs in a twist, partner. Texas Mantha Legionin says, I'd step out of this trailer if I could, but ever since the sheriff slapped that ankle monitor on me, I gotta stay put and mind myself till the court says otherwise. The law is trying to tell me you can't drive around sipping on Mountain Dew and Shine. Well, excuse me, I thought this was America.
Miracle.
Proceed.
Gameridge _zone says, well, I'll be damned. Boys in blue think they can ride rough over me. I've been riding these trails longer than they've been breathing, and I ain't stopping for no badge or whistle. Gunasage says, how do you butter someone's biscuits? Wait, I don't want to know. Hey Jack says, I know what's wrong with it. It ain't got no gas in it. Wax Hustler 80 says, I ain't riding off into the sunset. I'm speed running it. Gameridge _zone says, butter with just the tip. She said the same last night, LOL.
Yes, he wants his lights off. Oh no, he turned them on.
Wax Hustler 80 says, Omemfeo. Wax Hustler 80 says, partner, I'm one cactus poke away from losing all manners.
That's good.
Gerstabrat 1743 says, you're zoomed in, John.
Oh. Sorry. Thank you.
Laid off janitor says, my granddaddy always said when things get tense, slow down like you're driving a feed truck with a beer sweating in a koozie.
That's why it's good advice.
Hey Jack says, life is simpler when you plow around the stump. Kirstabrat 1743 says, thank you.
Confirmation. Callers on location and CPR progress now.
That's better.
Gunnisage says, my granddaddy always said she's got freckles on her, but she's pretty.
I didn't even know you guys knew this many Southern sayings.
Gameridge_zone says, Lord have mercy, child. I swan on a stack of sweet tea and cornbread. If you don't hush that gab in your mouth right this minute, I'm fixin' to tan your hide, for the sun even peeks over yonder hills, and don't think I ain't counting every lick I'ma give you neither, 'cause I done been sitting on this here porch swing sipping my tea, watching them chickens scratch up the dirt, and thinking about how many times us kinfolk had to wrangle trouble out of young whippersnappers like yourself. Bless you. Wax Hustler 80 says, Sheriff told me to calm down, so naturally I started square dancing aggressively. Gameridge_zone says, I'm just having I make them. Wax Hustler 80 says, well, I do live in the South.
It's true.
Hey Jack says, you can't make a silk purse out of a sow's ear.
Hi, everybody.
Texas Mantha Legion says, I haven't been this excited since that time the lady up at the Piggly Wiggly let me put my natty light on in store credit. While we're on the topic, if she asks, you haven't seen me. Wax Hustler 80 says, deputy caught me riding backwards on my horse. Look, man, sometimes you cowboy in reverse.
Alright, I'm just going to be quiet and let you guys do the stream. You guys are funnier than me. Laid off Jenner, is YouTube and Kick signed in?
Poopy Zig says, hello everyone.
Hello to you. Hi guys, we're in Angleton right now. Alright, let's see what is happening over here.
Spuppies PXC says, feels pretty good in the trunk tonight. Wax Hustler 80 says, Lawman said hands where I can see 'em. I said, sure, wait, are you sure I can't use one to pet my cat? Hey Jack says, I'll tell you what, I ain't been to the Big in a while.
probably over by now.
Texas Mantha Legion says, that lawman pulled me over saying I was making wide right turns. Shoot, there weren't no one coming. He told me to step out of my vehicle. I told him I can't. You get in. Let me get these empty beer cans out the way. Laid off janitor says test from YouTube.
Okay, good. All right. Thank you. I'm sorry. I didn't, I saw someone say thank you and I didn't hear it say that, so. Could have been an hour ago or something. They said thank you. I know I'm a pain.
Wax Hustler 80 says, Sheriff pulled me over. My horse did the cha-cha. I sneezed, fell off backwards, and now the deputy's questioning the laws of physics. Yeehaw, chat, we're in trouble. Or we're just having fun, same thing. GameRidge_zone says, he reckon that boy thinks he's riding out of some dime store storybook, don't he? Back in my day, a man didn't holler about how fast he rode or how many guns he carried. Hell, we let our boots do the talking and our spurs do the singing. If and he's lucky, he won't get himself buried in the dust before the sun even hits the ridge. But mark my words, son, the land remembers the men who ride it right, and it don't take kindly to fools. Every rock, every tree, every wind that whistles through these. Laid off janitor says, kick is not going through. I'll keep looking.
Okay. It might be, is it signed out? Damn it, I should have went this way. Go straight and we'll turn in. Oh, they're not them. It's not them. Let's see, can we get around? Can we get around this sign, I reckon? All right, they're just talking. Nothing to see there.
Wax Hustler 80 says, she told me to whisper sweet nothings. I whispered, saddle up, partner. Hey Jack says, can we get some sausage and taters to go with our bacon? Texas Mantha Legion says that uppity officer tried to give me a ticket for parking my pickup truck, blocking 4 parking spots. I just smiled and pulled out that there fancy certificate I got for completing John's School of Parking. The officer immediately apologized.
Yeah.
I love this thing. It's like being forklift certified, but for parking. Laid off janitor says, I can restart Streamer bot. Voices will not work for a minute. If that doesn't work, I will fix it off stream.
Okay.
May need to be re-authenticated.
I think it is probably. It does that sometimes. Guys, save your best Southern comments for a minute. The voices are gonna restart. So save them. Save them. Don't waste them. Don't waste them.
Wax Hustler 80 says, where's the police tonight?
Not sure.
Probably hiding behind a tumbleweed, watching my horse do donuts in the snow. Yeehaw, chaos rules.
We are
Laid off janitor says, as we are restarted. Laid off janitor says, test from Kick.
Hey, there you go. That was crazy. That was weird. There's no reason why just restarting that should work, right? I guess it authenticated again. All right. Use your best voices again. Sorry if I stopped you from when it was your time to shine.
We can show A through D lower for secure.
Bayou Preppers 1 says, I am as happy as a pig in mud.
That's pretty happy. All right, it's Jello, guys. It's Jello. We're going through it.
We can show A through D lower for secure.
Bayou Preppers 1 says, yeehaw. Hey Jack says, well, shit bar and save matches that their laid off feller is pretty handy. Like an old wash rag on a hot sunny day after spending the day in the cattle barn. Laid off janitor says, I ain't lazy, I'm just waiting to see if this problem fixes itself out of fear.
Yeah. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, especially right before a stream.
XC Spoopits Fix says, John, I got good news for you. The check that you sent me in the mail went through just fine. Yeehaw.
That's me, of course.
Gamerage_zone says, you listen here, boy. I don't care how fast you think you can run, how many teeth you've got to grit, or who's standing behind you. This land don't bend, it don't break, and it sure as hell don't forget. You cross me, you cross the law, and I'll make sure the sun sets on you, slower in a winter day. I've walked these hills, breathed this dust, and I've seen men come and go, thinking they're clever, thinking they're untouchable. But this valley has a memory, and it remembers the men who respect it. Wax Hustler 80 says, lawman rolled up, my horse sneezed on his boots. Nearly a bootlicker, now we're chaotic besties. Yeehaw.
Dying.
Bayou Preppers 1 says, the early bird catches the worm. Bargain Bastard says Arkansas, where the men are men and the sheep run skeered. Kevin Vaughn B01 says, why did you tell them to continue, John? Why? Wax Hustler 80 says, always film 5-0, just in case my horse decides to lasso the law. Yeehaw. Gunnisage says, I knew John's parking class was the real deal when he told me I couldn't graduate until I caught a coyote named Frankie, put him in the passenger seat, and did a drifting 180-degree slide into a parallel parking spot.
And you
Jeeps Kenny Steve says,
and you graduated.
I thought pants were optional. Hey Jack D says, oh man, I think YouTube showed up to the party.
YouTube is
Bayou Preppers 1 says, that's one small step for a man, a giant leap for mankind.
It's very wise. What in tarnation is this voice?
Bayou Preppers one says, busy as a bee in a tar bucket. Hey Jack says, what in tarnation did John just say, guys? Wax Hustler 80 says, did you two bring soap? Nah, just chaos and horse farts. Yeehaw.
Okay, 45, 46, you going there?
45 works.
Gamerage_zone says, now listen here, son. I ain't one to go crying to the law about every fool in these parts, but that idiot done parked so crooked I couldn't squeeze a mule past him if the good Lord pushed it himself. So I rang up the sheriff and told him, get down here before I teach this boy what straight parking looks like the old-fashioned way. Antium just resubscribed.
Antium!
Stream Element says, Antium just subscribed for 2 months in a row.
2 months in a row. Thank you so much. Antium, thank you.
Hey Jack D says, John, someone from YouTube is messing with the wires again back here. Bayou Preppers one says, that dog don't hunt. Wax Hustler 80 says, people are probably thinking our chat is strange, and they're right. My horse just licked the sheriff, we're yelling yeehaw, and John's laughing in binary.
That's right.
Perfectly normal.
Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary here.
Jack says, back in my day, we had to walk 4 miles uphill in the snow barefooted just to get to school. Jack says, is the wee woos up there?
No, that's...
Laid off janitor says 6.
No, that's construction.
Antium says, my mom would say she's fancier than a bullfrog in a bow tie, and he's a goober Lowell. Bargain Bastard says he's got beautiful hair. Bayou Preppers one says, all hat and no cattle. Ada Murder says, where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton-Eyed Joe? Wax Hustler 80 says, 7. Jack says, grab your partner and do-si-do.
Well, how did it not get that one right?
Bayou Preppers one says, don't judge people by their relatives.
That's right.
Texas Manthali Jin says, there I was having an encounter with the lawman on the side of the road. He said my license plate light was out. I said, shoot, it had never worked since I bought this of that feller outside of Goodwill. Next thing I know, some guy walks up on me and the officer and starts filming me with his cellular device, putting my business all over the interweb. He said something about pleading the fifth. Hell, he thinks he's so smart with his internet TV show and his fancy counting ability.
That's 7, the listing for UTMB Galveston, the sport board, 1+44, 532.
Well, flight 7, let's see my hotel 4.
Bayou Preppers one says, hell no.
Oh, he turned them back off. Turned them back off. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, everybody be cool. Everybody be cool. Everybody be cool.
Hey Jack says, I think I seen that guy. He got a purty horse named Pearl, always leaving wherever he wants.
Everybody be cool.
Bayou Preppers one says, someone hold my tackle box. XIX PPXI C-Race says, John, did you ever get insurance?
I'm not taking questions on that.
Sage says, quick trunkies, drink all the moonshine. Hey Jack says, hit the gas. We gotta drop just shine over there at Ray's Boom Boom Room.
I'd like to answer a lot of questions about the insurance right now.
Wax Hustler 80 says, hide my pipe. Z6 says, someone hide the felony crown royal bag.
That's right. It's always in the felony crown royal bag. XX Booby Face.
Bayou Preppers one says, hide the fish in my box.
XX Booby Face, it doesn't even come close to getting your name right. You're the username victim of the night.
Antium says, that light has been out for a while.
Long time.
Texas Manthali says, I saw the darndest thing. The fancy Camaro drove by with a busted out back winder. Next thing I know, the trunk popped open and all these people come a jumping out. One was messing with wires, The other tried to hand me a backpack, and this other feller comes sliding out all covered in Diddy oil. GameRidge_Zone says, I'm Waylon Longshot, and I don't fuss with fancy talk or empty promises. I ride hard, watch my own back, and I'll put a boot to any fool stirring trouble in this land. I prove this not with talk, but with every sunrise I greet, every storm I face, and every promise I keep to the folks who call this country home. If you want a leader who don't bow to city slickers and don't take no guff, well, I'm your man. I'm Waylon Longshot. Prove this message.
Waylon Longshot.
Gunasage says, I keep mine in a fanny pack. They never suspect the nerd with a fanny pack.
That's right.
Bargain Bastard says, what in the wide world of sports is going on here? Michelle 210 says, 17. I'm Thamano says, no C notes for a while, John.
Oh, they're working days.
Wax Hustler 80 says, license plate lights out, officers mad, horse sneezes on boots, cows judge, John's live streaming, and the felony crown royal bag steals the spotlight. Yeehaw.
Houston, today with 901, checking your status.
He's fine. He's got one of the safest jobs in America. He's great.
Jack says, well, sir, I gotta get up with the chickens in the morning. It's time for this cow poke to hit the hay.
Hey, Jack.
I'll see you guys when the sun touches the horizon tomorrow.
Hey, Jack, thank you so much for stopping by.
Says, haven't seen Lil short dude from Clute PD with glasses in a while. Does he still work for Clute Pod, John?
Hi.
Wax Hustler 80 says, near. GameRidge_Zone says, boy, I tell ya, back in my day, we didn't run around fussing and hollering for every little thing. You keep your boots on the ground, your hands to work, and your head out of trouble. Or I swear on my sweet tea, you'll learn faster than a possum in a coon trap.
That's pretty fast.
Wax Hustler 80 says, hee-haw ho-ho-hoo. Gunasage says, do you mind if I start a campfire in this here trunk, mister?
Maybe it's not a good idea. Not the best idea we've had for the night.
Bayou Preppers one says, I am cold.
I can roll the window up. Let's go to Lake Jackson.
Stream Elements says, Auntie M just cheered 100 bits.
Auntie M with 100 bits.
Country
Thank
Boy
you so much.
23,123 says, always film 5-0. Wax Hustler 80 says, me. Texas Mantha Legion says, if your transmission's got you down or your motor falls apart and you don't need a brand new car, we still believe in value and we pass it on to you. At Thunderbolt, we fix it right, and we guarantee it too. We put the yeehaw back in your motor and transmission. Extreme Element
wow, that was
says,
from back in the day.
Slots are rigged.
Someone is my age. Someone is definitely my age. That was from back in the day. Do they? They don't still have those commercials, do they?
Auntie Am says, that was a great commercial. Bayou Preppers one says, wow, that's old.
Yeah, that's from back in the day.
Bayou Preppers one says, no.
That was from way back in the day.
Texas Mantha Legion says, I haven't seen a Thunderbolt commercial in years. Wax Hustler 80 says, old school. Bama Roll Tide 66 says, what in the Sam Hill? John, you got a spur in your saddle?
Yep.
Michelle 210 says, hello.
Hello. Michelle, sorry about the voices earlier on Kick. They were malfunctioning.
Michelle 210 says 9. Country Boy 23,123 says, you know my name, I'm John fucking Gray.
That's right, don't forget it.
Michelle 210 says, it's all good. GameRidge_Zone says, one summer, Buck Rattler McCoy saw Cletus Two-Gun Rollins hiding a jar of shine behind his saddle. Buck hollered, boy, you trying to sneak that past me? Cletus snapped back, mind your own boots. Next thing you know, Buck shoved a stick in Cletus' wagon wheel, and down they both went into the creek, splashing and hollering like a couple of wildcats. By sundown, they were sitting on the bank, covered in mud, laughing and swearing they'd never let moonshine come between them again. Country Boy 23,123 says, don't forget it. Texas Mantha Legend says, Westside Chevrolet, Katy Freeway, at Parkway Exit, Katy. Michelle 210 says, we were sipping some sweat tea down the yonder.
All right, yeah, perfect time. They're rolling in here too. That one's going straight, this one's turning.
Country Boy 23,123 says, everyone, if you see John Gray, that means shut up and don't say anything.
It's good advice.
Bargain Bastard says sweat tea sounds nasty.
Oh, sweet tea is good.
EMS confirmed at 2324.
We have perfect timing on this one.
Bargain Bastard says, not sweet tea, sweat tea.
Oh, sweat tea?
Wax Hustler 80 says, we drink sweet tea down yonder.
487.
Country Boy 23,123 says, I drink hot tea every morning. Michelle 210 says, sweet damn phone. Fuentes_991 says there's a BQ cook-off in Angleton this weekend. John, it might be an eventful weekend.
Oh boy.
Bargain Bastard says, it's that there busy water in hole.
That busy water in hole.
42100.
Wax Hustler 80 says, what's that magic WPRD of the night?
Henry 635.
Christopher underscore 1710 says, hello chat, hello John.
Hello to you.
Wax Hustler 80 says, word asterisk, asterisk. Laid off janitor says, he can't pronounce BBQ. That may be grounds to remove him.
That's right.
Henry 635 564 42100.
Bargain Bastard says, everyone be quiet. We're tabling the law. Wax Hustler 80 says, it starts with a Q. Benwild 202567 says, hey everyone, I went to the Minnesota Wild game. I have pictures to send in the group.
Ah, sounds fun.
15 Cervantes, current 31, McKaylee, current.
Fuentes underscore 991 says, that Texas accent ain't really Texas if you can't pronounce it LOL.
4.4.
We got one turn signal violation, but that's all right.
About 9 minutes to UTMB. It is 68 outside and 66 inside.
Benwield 202567 says, I am playing Fortnite at 6, 7 in the shop. Benwield 202567 says, I bout it. JC225 underscore says, hello John.
Hello to you.
Trunkies and Valorant voice guy. Texas Mantha Lee Jen says, it's a little wild and a little strange when you make your home out on the range, start your horse and come along, but you can't get a ride if you can't hold on, singing yippee to ye yay, yippee to ye what, like the cowboys say. Sing it again now, yippee to ye yeah, get along little doggies.
Get along.
Till the break of day. Christopher underscore 1710 says, ain't nobody got time for that.
John King, Adam Zebra, X-Ray for Robert 169, Adam
Wax Hustler 80 says, we are wasting gas, Brothaman.
Yeah.
Gameridge underscore zone says, every piece of land has a story. From a John Deere spot, emphasizing personal farming heritage. Nothing runs like a deer.
All right, we'll park over here. We'll wait.
Yes, sir.
Adam 11.
Go for Adam 11.
Caller's back on the line requesting an ETA. That's 6 Jonesy.
Yes, sir.
you able to pass an ETA?
ETA approximately 5 minutes.
That's fair.
Can you have Judge just do public service me?
That's not good.
That's clear. I'll call him back.
All right, everybody get out and stretch. Judge Massoud is the one that signed off on my probable cause for...
They're released from the scene.
For standing across the street and filming. He's the guy that signed off on it. So, yeah, that's probable cause. Because in this county, they don't actually review the probable cause affidavit. They just, whatever the cops say, they just agree.
There's 5, they're released from the scene.
Could you imagine if our magistration was public and everybody could view it like they can in all the surrounding counties? Do you think they would still just sign off on everything, or if there was a little bit of accountability, just a little bit? Do you think it would, how much do you think it would change things around here? I think it would change things a lot.
Gunasaj says, "That's why we need you, John."
I'm the closest thing we have. I'm the only thing we have as far as accountability here.
Argon Bastage says, "Why don't you come in here out of the snowy snow and get yourself some coffee? We had a birthday yesterday and got some cake. Pretty good." JC 225 _ says, "Voice man, you are doing great, sweetie."
So this bar is about to close, so I'm kind of staying back. I don't want to...
Gameridge _ says, "Lord boy, don't go thinking you can cross me and get away clean. I've ridden more hills, faced more storms, and stared down more fools than I can rightly count. You keep your mouth shut, your hands where I can see 'em, and maybe you'll walk out of here with more than a bruised pride. But don't push me none, 'cause the land don't take kindly to those who test it, and neither do I." Texas Mandalija End says, "If was high noon. There wasn't a shadow between Houston and Tulsa. The whole town turned out to see the showdown. This had gone on for too long, and I finally called this no-good scoundrel out. Now we're squared up in the middle of the street. Who's gonna be in the pine box? Me or Billy the Crab?" JC 225 _ says, "Ah, politics. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours." Kim Crafton with Pup says, "Hey friends."
Hey, Kim, how are you? Kim B. Crafton with Pups.
"903 Print Guy says, Are y'all higher than me or what?
903, welcome in. Guys, speaking of which, make sure you check my website, bc-scanner.com. My schedule, you can find out what platforms I'm live on. There's a couple of shirts on there. You can get the weather.
Texas
Some news scrolls
Jen
across
says,
the top.
that'll learn him for coming at me sideways. BenWill202567 says, I will send the pictures tomorrow. Wax Hustler 80 says, you want to puff 903.
George John 17.
BenWill202567 says, did I miss stops at all or no?
Yeah, we had a couple stops. But...
Kim Crafton with the pup says, anything happening tonight? 900, 3 print guy says, twisting one now, Lil Darlin. Laid off janitor says, John, pass that due before I burn this cornbread clean to the skillet.
Oh, cornbread burning.
Gamerage_zone says, are there going to be cops during your case, John? Do you think their body cam will be on? If they let you free, I would try to get their body cam footage and use it in a way that is not a crime. Gunasage says, I live in Colorado.
It's the only way.
I had surgery yesterday.
Because I asked for it.
Higher than anyone else in chat.
Because I asked for it as part of my discovery. They either have to. I asked for a lot of information in discovery, right? So they're either going to have to dismiss it, or they're going to have to produce my discovery, or they're going to have the judge is going to have to say why I can't have my discovery. So the one thing I'll absolutely get is the body cam. I should get the body cam footage. I should get the dash cam footage. Hopefully I get like 30, because their body cameras start 30 seconds prior. Who knows what they said in that 30 seconds prior to when it was on. I've asked for all their text messages and emails. I've asked for any time that my name's been said. I asked for all Brady violations for the entire Clute Police Department. I asked for all complaints for the last year for Clute Police Department, all internal investigations for Clute PD. This is all for my allegedly forgetting my wallet. So we'll see. They're gonna have to give me a lot of information you know they don't want to give me.
Diggy says, what's a Brady violation?
A Brady violation is basically it's a list of bad cops.
When you will be in court.
Usually when I go to court, they fill it. Like, what do they think I'm gonna do?
Cambridge_zone says, you will get there, court cam.
I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know anything about this judge. I just know he's a Texas Justice of the Peace. They're not gonna release any audio or video. He doesn't want that. So yeah.
Texas Mantha Legion in says, that judge locked me up because he said I had to follow their rules in his courthouse.
Yeah.
I told him he wasn't my daddy and that his mom looks like she washes her cast iron skillet with soap and water.
Usually when I have to go to court...
903 print guy says that there is just a little too much info. I think the old judge will throw it out.
It's gonna, I mean, I just want my day in...
Your list was 21 items.
Right. I'm just hitting the high points. So, here's the thing, right? Like, discovery is a lot different than an open records request.
5416 on the hospital.
So it has more weight when you ask for something in discovery. I just want my day in court. I'm not going to show up and just pay my fees.
_1710 says, is all that kind of info available to the public? And did you have to pay for it?
I don't have. You don't have to pay for discovery. If I requested that, it'd be thousands of dollars if I requested it from Open Records. And most of it, they would deny me.
Stream Element says, thank you for following. Hey, it's Yaki.
Hey, it's Jackie. Thank you so much for the follow. Guys, if you're new here, my name is John Gray. This is BC Scanner. We're in Brazoria County, Texas. We listen to the scanner. We record police interactions. We have a good time while we're doing it. I don't control the content.
Bastard says grandma's fixing wieners, beans, and cornbread with sweet tea, first supper, and maybe coffee and cake for dessert.
I don't control the content. I just document whatever happens, whatever I can get to. Some nights it's the most exciting stream you've ever seen, and some nights we're just driving around being silly. But we are hanging out together. We're having a good time. At least I hope you're having a good time. And I know that I did some clickbait and said, oh, they've got me, I might go to prison. My maximum exposure is $200. I have nothing to lose by asking for a trial by jury. And worst case scenario, it's 2 days in jail because I'm never paying that $200. Never. I'll do my time. Hopefully that's not at Christmas time. That's if a jury of my peers finds me guilty. I think that stop was pure retaliation. I don't want to really talk about it.
Hustler 80 says, number 22 should have been added and said, all C Notes records.
It's actually in there. It's actually
underscore zone.
I asked for all the CAD messages.
Film from the side to use, and they would not know.
Here's the thing, like it would be.
Says, I had a similar stop once, and when I went to court, the judge asked to see my driver's license and registration. Then he threw the case out.
Yeah. Oh, I need to bring that registration too. That's a good point. And my car was registered. I'm also gonna, if we go to trial, I'm gonna do a motion in limine because the ticket says
Texas
warning.
Legend says the judge told me he'd set me free if I apologized for talking smack about his mama. I told him that I'd never apologize and that his grandma doesn't season her food when she cooks. Laid off janitor says 70.
Yeah, so
Wax Hustler 80 says, I saw the CAD notes.
Yeah, no, I requested those. I requested all the CAD notes, all the MDT messages, all emails, all text messages. Because I think that stop was, if you look around.
Janitor says, I don't do fancy equations, but I can tell when the math ain't lying.
The math ain't mathing.
Texas Mantha Legion says, so you're saying you're going to see notes?
Yes. So if you look at that stop, there's cops literally all around. What did they think I was going to do? They were, one person was behind me. There was cops on both sides of the roads. There was one staged at McDonald's. Like, they planned this traffic stop. They've been waiting for 2 days because, guys, remember what happened the day before? What happened the day before when we were on that traffic stop? What did they run? Because they didn't recognize the vehicle. What did they run? Does anybody remember? They ran my plates, right? I had already, my car was registered, but it came back that it wasn't registered. So they planned on, for 2 days, pulling me over. They thought they had me for the crime of the century. I don't remember if I showed in the video, but there were cops across the street. There was one at McDonald's. There was one.
Wax Hustler 80 says the tag. Miss Diggy says premeditated.
Yeah. I mean, glad I got the warning for the wide right turn. Anyway, I was saying I'm going to do a motion in limine for mentioning the registration, because the people are going to be like, oh, his car wasn't registered. Because I know they'll point that out, because what they're going to try to use the registration factor against me to make me look bad in front of a jury. What do you guys think? You guys think I'm getting my jury trial, or are you going to say, go away, you pain in the ass? My maximum exposure is $200. What do you guys think? If I made it easy for them, though, they would pull me over every night.
Texas Mantha Legion says they're going to dismiss it to keep you from getting discovery.
I don't know.
Ndvitsi Pupixi 6 says, I think it was very childish that they made a big deal out of something small, and to add to it all, it was your birthday.
Yeah, it was a happy birthday,
Bargain
John.
Bastard says, you made a wide right earlier tonight, cowpoke. I just didn't want to break the mood. Wax Hustler 80 says, the same thing happened last night to that red car.
Bargain Bastard, let me know, because I'm really trying to work on that.
You're going to tell you to go away. Wax Hustler
I just want my day in court.
says, they'll throw it out.
We'll
Jethro
see.
Miller says you need to befriend a used car dealer so you can drive different cars.
That's right.
Ms. Diggy says, perhaps they waited 2 days knowing it was your birthday soon. They wanted to wait for your birthday.
Here's the thing.
Gunsage says, I think the judge will throw out the case. You aren't worth it. Texas Mantha Legion says, somebody messing with red cars. Bargain Bastard says, I will partner.
Yeah, point it out, because I am working on it. I really am trying to work on it. Because it's basically
Gamerage
just
_zone says,
silliness.
If they send you to jail, I say this. Fuck the C notes and hope they shit themselves on shit and can't change.
A lot of people don't like when I'm in jail, so I hope they have a very good phone system. That's what I hope. I hope they have a good phone system.
Laid off janitor says, we went cow tipping once and learned real quick cows don't scare easy, but farmers do. Syra 2000 says, wait, what happened?
What was it, on my birthday?
Says, Mac.
On my birthday, I got a ticket that alleges that I didn't have my wallet.
Houston 7907, checking your status.
He's fine. He's got the safest job in America.
53 says, I agree they are going to throw it out. They won't want you to give you discovery.
We'll see. The judge could also say you're not getting the discovery. Let's hope he doesn't do that.
Houston 7907, checking your status.
Guys, you guys know they put up those fresh signs. No cell phones in court. Do you guys think they did that?
Gamerage _zone says, I can see why no one likes you in jail. You give interment.
Yeah.
Wax Hustler 80 says, if they take you to jail, you should have backup recording for you. Ask your friends to come to town to aggravate the police when you're in jail. Bargain Bastard says, making a wide right is an invitation for an interaction no one wants.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I am working on that, because I'm not going to make it that easy for them, right? I'm gonna work on that.
Laid off janitor says, I don't wear a Stetson to look tough. I wear it so folks lower their expectations appropriately.
That's right.
4206, welfare concern.
Yeah, so
4206, go ahead.
this scanner's going to start popping off.
Check on the Mia Care, in a white Ford passenger car, possibly intoxicated, not answering her phone.
Hell.
That's clear, we'll be enough.
Jetty Park, that's Crab Country.
Bargain Bastard says LOL.
That's in Crab Country. We're in Lake Jackson. The scanner's about to start popping off, though, I believe. So everybody get out and stretch right now. All right, everybody back in. Everybody back in. I was just kidding. We're going to ride.
Wax Hustler 80 says, 4 post the jail number in Discord. I'll be calling every hour for a welfare check from North Carolina.
All right, well, thank you.
Bargain Bastard says smoke break.
I would never suggest that.
Donna_Sharp says, I left work 2 hours early with all this snow.
2 David 907.
Oh, hell no, they didn't put a
2
flock.
David 907.
They didn't put a flock camera outside. Okay, you guys got to see this.
2 David 907, 10-4.
I'm gonna mute so I can give you guys a picture of this.
907, receive.
But look at this, guys.
This is for 43. We're unable to.
All right, I'm gonna mute because of the music, so I can show you guys something. I just want you guys to see this. So I'm gonna mute because the music's loud, okay? And then we'll talk about it when I get back in the car. And I want you to think to yourself, would you go to this bar? Hold on. What do you guys think of that? Would you go there? Would you go there? Would you feel more safer? Would you feel like it was a trap?
Wax Hustler 80 says, that was great, John. You flipped the camera off.
There you go.
GameRidge_Zone says, I did not know Walmart was on the sidewalk. What they doing using Walmart cams at the bar, not known as Bar Mart.
Yeah.
Wax Hustler 80 says, that's disgusting. David 041873 says, entrapment. Wax Hustler 80 says, trap.
What do you guys think of that? Sorry I had to mute, but there's a walking copyright strike right there.
BCS 04 Detroit.
Stream Elements says, Tona DL made a 3, just cheered 24 bits.
With the 24 bits, thank you, Tony.
Giant Spoon says, does that place have a reputation for getting rowdy? GameRage_Zone says, give it a flash and then dash. Show them the suck mark. LOL JK. Bargain Bastard says it's a trap.
Yeah.
Texas Mantha Legion says, ain't nothing like a warrantless search to affect the public business. Wax Hustler 80 says, I would ever patronize that place.
Edward Tom Henry.
Stream Element says Tony D. Almeida 3 just cheered 36 bits.
With the 36 bits. Thank you, Tony.
Wax Hustler 80 says, never.
First name Madison, Mary, Adam, Dave, Ida, Sam, Ocean, Nora.
I think it's there because of the clientele.
0204 2005 2405. Yes, 1111.
Laid off janitor says, I don't need to say much. The belt buckle already explains my personality.
All
right.
Bargain Bastage says, no offense, but thank God it doesn't count every single bit anymore.
Yep, that's why we made modifications.
Texas Mantha Legion says they're obviously going to use it to pull over people after they leave the bar.
Yep.
That way they don't have to be seen to know who's at the bar. Wax Hustler 80 says, dispatcher is probably sitting there talking about you right now, Lowell. Gamerage _zone says, this makes we wonder something. How many other cams that are on walls and things are cop cams, but we just don't know it?
It's true. Well, they're all basically, because the cops just go ask everybody for the footage. So I would assume
Giant Spoon says the bar owner has to have let them put it there, right?
No, it's a public sidewalk. I mean, I don't know. It's a public sidewalk, so it's kind of obstructing the public sidewalk. If I were to set up equipment like that, they would say I was obstructing the sidewalk. Even if you had a designated driver, any car that was parked over there, they're going to say is they were drunk.
Texas Mantha Leach Jen says, I've seen auditions get arrested for obstructing a sidewalk for just having a tripod.
Right. Right. It's interesting that it said Brazosport ISD. So they got it from the schools.
Laid off janitor says, these spurs ain't for show. They're just loud enough to announce poor intentions.
So did you guys catch that it said Brazosport ISD? Right? So they took that away from our kids to go put it in front of that bar. I don't know. Are our kids safer? I don't know.
Bargain Bastage says, partner, it's just as easy to arrest a sober horse as a drunk horse. That's what a lawman told me. Christopher _1710 says, here in Albuquerque, they have a lot of advanced equipment now. Spot shotter cameras. The lapels can translate different languages. They have active drones and a lot of other stuff that is pretty crazy. There are cameras everywhere now. Wax Hustler 80 says, it's about time for me to go to sleep.
Good night, Wax.
I've been up 21 hours. It's been fun. Have fun and stay safe.
Will do. Thank you for being here, Wax. They're fine. Guys, we haven't heard a single word out of Clute. Nothing. I don't know if that's good or bad. Maybe they took the night off.
Christopher _1710 says, it has cracked down on the crime a lot though. Laid off janitor says 20. Wax Hustler 80 says, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, Wax.
Tony D. Almeida 3 says, is it? Note. Bargain Bastage says, they're tailing you.
No. I think this is a different version of the C notes. These guys just like, okay, we're not going to say nothing on the radio. Or they're not doing anything, which is okay by me. Either way. The only thing I've heard is, I heard County say, show me out with Clute. That's the only thing I've heard all night out of Clute. So we're going to drive around till we find one. How about that? We got 139 miles of gas left.
Tony D. Almeida 3 says, always film 50. Never talk to the cops or the piggies. Is that right, John?
That's right.
Moving on 1-1, Rojo, North 21.
Texas Mantha Legion says, Robert, South Carolina is gone.
All right, working on this not a wide right turn. What'd you guys think? Getting better.
Tony Dalmeida 3 says, is there anybody still awake? Put a 1 in a chat. Tony D. Almeida 3 says 1.
Ah, we got 1-1. Tony's awake.
Donna _Sharp says 7.
Donna says 7.
Donna _Sharp says 1.
That was a typo.
Texas Mantha Legion says 1. Angie 416S says 1. Ariabupiexik says 1. Miss Diggy says 1. Bargain Bastage says 1. Disciple 12 says 1.
129, so it's not your subject.
And then the lone subject is not inside the vehicle. I'm still trying to identify the driver.
Suspect is not inside. Where is that call?
Lenadiment says 1.
ECS 4206, show us back in UTL.
Stream Element says, Tony Deal Meter 3 just cheered 24 bits.
With the 24 bits. Thank you, Tony.
Gunnisage says 420.
420. I'd be blazing that shit up every day.
Haley Staten, 346-606-7432. 346-606-7432.
Let's check sector JG. And then go to Freeport for a while.
That's good.
Said units checking. That's the only thing I've heard Clute say is units checking. So they're all out on something.
Bargain Bastard says, well, I'll be dipped in spit. Y'all's Taco Bell serves breakfast.
Units checking.
14-4.
They're 10-4.
Texas Manta Legion and says, don't even think about taking a gander at Red Card.
Oh, okay, it was you. I put my hand over the camera for a reason. I saw you back there. I saw you. I was protecting you. I didn't even know it was you. Paid no attention. I paid some attention to the red car.
Texas Manta Legend says, the Red Car Bandit strikes again.
That's right. I saw a red car that was going kind of fast and was going to go around me, so that's the reason I put my hand over the camera. I'm sure it wasn't the same red car you're thinking about, though.
Texas Manta Legend says, I saw a white car that was going kind of slow.
Right? Nothing over here.
Chiquita 3K just resubscribed. Stream Element says Chiquita 3K just subscribed for 11 months in a row.
11 months in a row. Thank you,
Texas
Daphne.
Mantha Legend says, let's trade. You teach me how to park in. I'll teach you how to not make wide turns.
There you go. Daphne, 11 months in a row. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well.
Texas Mantha Legend says Oyster Creek Drive is clear of cop and crab activity.
All right, no crabs. This is the way I was going to go, but I want this
Bargain
car.
Bastard says Mongo just pawn and game alive.
I was going to go that way, but I don't want that car to think I'm following him. Because so far, he's been going every way I've been going. Is it foggy over here?
Bargain Bastard says Candygram for Mongo.
What movie is that from? Oh, Blazing Saddles. Right?
Texas Mantha Legion says, when the hell did they put an AutoZone next to Harbor Freight? Bargain Bastard says, yeah. Texas Mantha Legend says that parking lot's just going to look like a mechanic shop. Buy your parts at AutoZone and then buy your tools at Harbor Freight.
Right.
And fix your car in the parking lot.
Yeah. I didn't know there was an AutoZone there either. Well, we have not seen... They're definitely doing something. I just don't know where they're at. Let's check Plantation. Let's go straight over here at the bridge.
know what's going on, so.
Hold on.
Okay.
Texas Mantha Legion says small area clear.
All right.
Bargain Bastard says now somebody has to go back and get a shitload of dimes. Bargain Bastard says wide right.
Shit. Thank you. Thank you. Damn it.
Texas Mantha Legion says, I think I'm going to learn how to park quicker than you're going to pass my class.
Probably. Yeah, yours sounds complicated.
Bargain Bastard says LOL. Chiquita 3K says, did my sub anniversary go through?
Yes, yeah. I said thank you. 11 months in a row. Thank you so much, Daphne. Yeah, I heard it. I said thank you. Maybe I was lagging or something at the time.
Chiquita 3K says, I didn't hear nothing. Everything went blank,
Oh.
and I had to shut down the app.
Well, I'll do it again. Daphne, thank you so much for 11 months in a row.
13735. 13735.
Well, they done arrested somebody. Don't know where they're at. I like the way those lights look on that car up there.
Have a mobile unit, around 94 Clifford unit.
Good.
13735.
Chiquita 3
13735.
says, always much live to you, John.
Oh, thank you. I think tomorrow's Friday. I'm gonna try to start early. We will see how Pam has other plans for me. I don't know what we have scheduled for tomorrow. Brandon Mitchell, hello to you. I see you. Maybe they're at the donut shop thinking about their jobs. Maybe. Guess we'll head to the palm trees, guys.
Okay.
City Station.
$25.63, I'll be out on Mead Road. Anything good, guys? My advice is to turn down a bit. It's probably just back stairs.
Well, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for the bits, the subscriptions, the super chats, watching the ads, the kicks. We will be live a little bit later on today. Make sure you check.
My advice is to turn down a bit. It's probably just back stairs.
Check my website, bc-scanner.com.
Bargain Bastard says, all right, partner, you head to the homestead and warm up next to your cozy fire.
There you go. That's what
Bam
I'm going to
Mom 2024 says, good night, John.
do. Good night, Bam Mom.
Angie 416S says, good night, John and Trunkies.
Good night to you, Angie. Takes me just a second to end the streams. Check my website, guys, though.
Houston Telephone 3018.
C6 says, good night, everyone.
Good night, Bug.
903 Print Guy says, be cool, Alan.
Be cool. Guys, there's also some shirts available on my website as well. bc-scanner.com. Go check it out. Oh, might not be able to end the stream till I get home. Let me try the other one. See if that one's working.